What's up guys, here it is Kanado back again with another video, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to breed gouramis, how to set up an aquarium, what should be the size of the aquarium, and all the other factors which you would need to keep in mind before starting to breed gouramis fishes. Okay, so coming on to first about the male and female differentiation or recognition of correct male and female gouramis fishes. So as you can see over here, here's my male. Okay, it's a little bit blurry over there, but I'm gonna just try to zoom it as much and focus it as much as I can. As you can see, my male, he's having a line at the bottom fin. I don't know what's the name of that fin particularly, and he's also having a deep orange coloration just above it. Okay, he's having all his fins got black. So that's a symbol of getting into the breeding, I would say, mode, or getting into the breeding season. Okay, he's feeling like he's into the breeding season and he's now ready to be bred. Okay, that's a thing. That's an indication that he's now ready to be bred. And you can also see his eyes are also a little bit more darker color, orange color. Okay, so that's another thing. And at the top, when you want to see from the top, I'll show you right now. It's just another leaf, that's why we're gonna be able to see. But when you're gonna see him from the top, you're gonna see a dark coloration, like there are gonna be stripes over there on his head. So that's also an indicator of this, that your male is ready. Now coming on to how to detect that it is male or female. Now you can clearly see on his dorsal fin, which is the fin above his head, that it is very nicely pointed. Okay, each and every fin of him is very nicely detailed and pointed. Whereas in the case of females, which is just below him, they do not have that sort of fin structure or curvature. Okay, they have a little bit curvature. That means they are not very much pointed. It's just like a little bit pointed. You can just check it out by looking for the female. She's just hiding behind the plant. I'm gonna show her afterwards to you. By the way, you can see one thing which is an indication that your female is actually ready for breeding or to get breeded. Is this, that you can see that her stomach is shining up. That means that she is full of eggs. But that does not mean that she is fully into the mood of breeding. But it just means that she has got eggs in her stomach or belly. Okay, so what we're gonna actually indicate that she's now perfectly ready for being bred is this, that we're gonna see black coloration, just like in the case of male you saw that the fins got black. You're gonna see black coloration over in a fins. We're gonna indicate that finally she's ready to be bred. So that's it about how to detect the male and female, and how to check that they are ready for breeding or not. The first step before starting to breed gouramis is to condition them. Okay, I've conditioned both these guys in the same aquarium. I conditioned the male for 2 more days, or I must say I started for 2 more days in advance for the male, and because of that the female was under conditioned and I have to condition her for 2 more days. That's why they have not bred till now. He has already built the nest 2 times, but the female ignored him, and his bubble nest too. So I'm just gonna see towards conditioning the female for 3 more days, and then we're gonna just check it out afterwards that something successful goes on or not. But I'm sure that they will gonna breed because they actually love each other. Okay, so that's the first thing, that you have to condition them. I condition them for 1 week. You can even condition them for even more time. We're gonna give you even more number of eggs and more amount of success rate, percentage of success rate. Okay. So that's the first step, conditioning them. Just condition them either in a single aquarium or in separate aquariums. Why I'm saying that is that on most of the websites and forums you will see that you will be advised to use separate aquariums. That's because in most of the cases the male is too aggressive towards female, because gouramis are territorial fishes and they actually maintain their territories, and they do not like others, even the females, to enter into their area, and they can also get overly aroused due to the temperature conditions and the live food which we feed them during the conditioning period. Because of that, they can overchase the female and can cause harm to her fins and body. Okay, so in my case, these guys were not very aggressive, and they are not even moderately aggressive. They are just lovely to each other. They are just having loving nature towards each other. So that's why they are not chasing themselves. You can see she comes over there towards him. He also goes sometimes over towards her. Right now, since I am recording the video, that's why he's a little bit scared. So that's something that you should keep in mind, that if the fishes are aggressive, just keep them in separate aquarium. Don't take risk of keeping them together. Okay, I kept them together because I checked it for about 2 or 3 days that they were getting on to each other or just snatching up the fins or not. Nothing also like that was seen by me actually. So that's why I just kept them together and I raised them, conditioned them together for 1 week. Now they're ready. So first step is conditioning. The second step is to now even before conditioning, you have to choose a large space for them. That's a pre-measurement. Okay, so choose a large space. That's a 20 gallon aquarium. You must choose at least a 20 gallon aquarium, not less than that, for breeding them. Okay, so that's the first step, and then comes the second step, which is conditioning, which I already told you. The third step is to get all the live plants sort of surrounding environment. People out there suggest, and that's a great thing, that to use live plants, because that gives a sort of more nature-like appearance and I must say feeding for gourami, and that actually induces breeding behavior in them. But if you have artificial plants and you don't have live plants, then you can also use them to densely populate your aquarium, and they're gonna also induce breeding in your fishes. Now, coming into my section, I'm too lucky to have these lovely gouramis. That's why, since they are not very much aggressive towards each other, that's why I don't need much props. So, in your case, depending on the amount of aggressiveness, you have to choose the prop. Okay, so keep that thing in mind. So that's it about third step: having your aquarium properly planted and getting the hiding places for female gourami fish. Coming on to the fourth step is installing a heater and adjusting in temperature. Now temperature must be around 78 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 28 degrees Celsius, and that's what's the suitable temperature for bringing them into breeding. Okay, so that's it about temperature. Then comes to filtration. Okay, that's the fifth step. This is sponge filter. Alright, let me suggest you that if you're gonna use a huge sponge filter, then it's gonna just create a strong current. They're gonna just destroy the bubbleness of the gourami. And if you're gonna use a small one, then it will not filter the water properly. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of mess over there, and the filter is actually working perfectly. There's no problem with the filter, but it is not able to actually produce that much amount of current, obviously, to get this mess filtered out. Okay, so that's why I just kept this filter off for 7 days, and they're just fine with oxygen supply. Okay, whenever I feel like they are uncomfortable with the oxygen supply, I just switch it on. That's it. And that's it about filtration. Coming on to the sixth step, I think so, is to get another aquarium ready. That's another pre-measurement for the baby fries. Now, gouramis are egg layers, as you might be knowing already, but you might not be knowing that they lay around from 100 to 1,000 number of eggs, and those fries, if raised properly, can all of them, or about, I must say, half of them, that means if 600 and 300 and then if 1,000 in total number of eggs are produced, then 500 of them are converted to babies. So in that case, you need a huge space to keep those babies and to raise them. So I recommend you to just pre-plan an aquarium or a huge space, a tub or something like that, to keep the baby fishes. And one of the things which I forgot in between these steps was this, that you must also make sure that you feed them with live food during the conditioning period, that you might be already knowing. I'm using the Hello Pets fish dried bloodworms, and I got it from Amazon for around 250 rupees. I don't know what this costs in case of dollars. I was just gonna focus it up a bit. There they are. Okay, you can feed them with chislets also. So that's it. You have to just feed them with it, and you're gonna get them into breeding mode. Okay, so that's it, guys. This video was also a video in which I told you about the new aquarium I just got it for breeding gouramis. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please turn on the like button and subscribe to my channel for more of these sort of videos. And that's it. Just click on that bell notification icon. That will keep you updated with the latest videos which I upload on YouTube. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.